Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Electrical Tech Hub. If you are not yet subscribed, please subscribe my YouTube channel Electrical Tech Hub. Earlier in the previous sessions, we have discussed 1 to 75 bits from part 1 to part 3, and in this session we would like to discuss 76 to 100 bits of Power Grid Corporation of India Limited Diploma Trainee Electrical previous year question paper. Okay, so now without late, let's get started with question number 76. Okay, so if you observe here, the ratio of RMS value of a waveform and the average value of the wave is defined as, see, RMS by average. RMS value by average value is nothing but what, sir? Form factor. Okay, form factor. Okay, peak factor by RMS value is nothing but what, sir? Sir, peak value by RMS value is equal to peak factor, sir, and that is also called as the crest factor, sir. Okay, peak factor, maximum factor, or crest factor. Okay, both are same, sir. Okay, and coming to the load factor is not related to these concepts, sir. Okay, load factor is related to the generation concepts. Okay, and coming to the question number 77, the distribution factor KD of a 36 slots 4 pole single layer 3 phase winding machine is given by, so KD is equal to what's our formula? Sin m gamma by 2 sin m gamma by 2 by m sin gamma by 2, m sin gamma by 2. Okay, that means if you observe carefully here, m into gamma by 2, here only gamma by 2. That means here what is m, sir? M is equal to slots per pole per phase, right? It is equal to how much? 36 by 4 by 3, right? 36 by 4 into 3. That is equal to how much, sir? 12 jar, 12 3 jar, right? So 3. That means m is equal to 3. That means here my m is 3. That means if you observe carefully, if I have here 10 degrees, then what happens, sir? Here I should have 30 degrees. Okay, here I should have 30 degrees. Okay, and definitely you must have 3 here. Okay, that means what, sir? Sine 30 degrees by 3 sine 10 degrees. Okay, likewise your option should be there. Okay, see, if I have 30 degrees here, what, sir? Here I should have 10 degrees, but it is wrong. Here I have 10 degrees, but see, here there is no 3, so this is also wrong. And if you observe this option, here I have only 10 degrees. Okay, that is fine. Okay, 10 degrees. Then what, sir? Here I should have 10 by 3 degrees, right? 10 by 3 degrees. But this is also wrong. Okay. So here if you see, here it is having 30 degrees and here I have 10 degrees as well as 3. So option is 4 is right. Option 4 is right. And coming to the question number 78. When the load on the synchronous motor running with normal excitation is increased, okay, that means load increases means load angle increases. Load angle increases means what happens? The back EMF definitely decreases. Back EMF definitely decreases. Okay, so armature current drawn by it increases because why? Because back EMF becomes less than that of the applied voltage, right? So next, coming to the question number 79. Which law states that the induced current is always develops a flux which opposes the very cause of it due to, that is nothing but what, sir? Lenz's law. It opposes the very cause of its production, right? It opposes a very cause of its production, that is Lenz's law, sir. Okay, next, let the voltage and the current in an element V of omega is equal to Vm at an angle theta V and I of omega is equal to Im at an angle theta I. The complex power delivered to the element is defined as. Okay, so what is the complex power, sir? Vm Im by 2 into angle at an angle theta V minus theta I. Okay, theta V minus theta I. Angles also must be taken, sir. Okay, next. And see, you should take RMS values only. Okay, RMS values only. Vm by root 2 into Im by root 2. That is nothing but Vm Im by 2. Okay, so next, under no load condition, the power drawn by the prime mover of an alternator is utilized too. Under no load condition, that means we need not to meet load. Okay, we need not to meet load. We just need to meet only losses. Okay, to meet the no load losses. Next, which of the following element has the least resistivity? It is definitely what, sir? Conducting material. Among the options given, conducting material is only copper. So answer is copper. Next, diffusion capacitance is present in the forward biased, okay, forward biased PN junction. And coming to the question number 84, determine current I at t equal to 1 second. Very important. Observe it carefully. At 1 second, sir. Okay, at 1 second, if you observe carefully, my switch 1, let me take it as switch 2. Okay. So now if you see at 1 second, what about this switch, sir? Is it open or closed? Is it open or closed? Definitely it is under open condition only. Why? Because it is being closed at 3 seconds. That means up to 3 seconds it is open. So this circuit is open circuit, right? And coming to here, S2. Okay, coming to S2. If you observe carefully, it is opening at 2 seconds. It is opening at 2 seconds. Then when it is opening at 2 seconds means up to 2 seconds it is closed, right? Up to 2 seconds it is closed. That means this is a short circuit like this. Okay. Then what, sir? Only circuit we are having this one only. That means what, sir? Our circuit looks like 5K. Okay. And 10 volt. And current is like this. Okay, so that means I is equal to what, sir? Voltage by current, sir, voltage by resistance. That is 10 by 5K. So 10 by 5 is 2. 2 by K is nothing but 2 milli, right? 1 by K is milli. So 2 into K is 2 into milli is 2 milliamperes. So answer is 2 milli, sir. Okay. Next, question number 85. The average and RMS value of an induced EMF per turn in a transformer is given by, see, average value is 45F5, okay, 45F maximum, okay, 45FV, 45FV or 4F5MV. So next, 4F5MV, and average value is this one. And what about RMS value, sir? RMS value is average value into form factor, sir. Okay, average value into form factor. That is form factor for the sinusoidal wave is how much, sir? 1.1. Okay, 1.11. 1.11. So 1.11 into 4F5 maximum V is equal to how much, sir? 4.44 F5 maximum V. So answer is option 1. Next, question number 86. Solid grounding is adapted for the voltages below 660 volts. Okay, 660 volts. And according to the Ampere's law, the relationship between the force and according to the Ampere's law, the relationship between the force between the two parallel conductors. Okay, relationship between the force between two parallel conductors. Okay, what is the force equation, sir, between two parallel conductors? 2 into 10 power minus 2. 7, okay, 2 into 10 power minus 7 into I1 I2 L by D. I1 I2 L by D. Here in place of D, what he has given, sir? Distance is given as R. So I am taking R here. So let us see here what is the question. Average value of the wave, average voltage of the current of the wave, current I1 and I2, and the displaced with distance R of R for a cross sectional length of L, and is given by, see, he has given length L. I1 and I2 are the currents, okay, current flowing through the two parallel conductors respectively, and he is asking us to calculate force, right? Force equal to what's our formula? 2 into 10 power minus 7 I1 I2 L by R. So that means, see, F is directly proportional to what, sir? This is constant value, so we are neglecting it. So that F is definitely directly proportional to this whole value, right? I1 I2 L by R. So answer is option 3. Next, coming to the question number 88, if the time taken by an alternating quantity to complete one cycle is 2 milliseconds, then the frequency of an alternating quantity will be, okay. So 2 milliseconds means what's the time is given as 2 milliseconds, and frequency is equal to what's 1 by time period, that is equal to 1 by 2 milli. 1 by 2 is 0.5, okay. 1 by milli is kilo, that means kilo means 1000. So 1 by 2 into 1000 is nothing but what, sir? 500. So answer is option 2. Which of the following devices converts light energy into the electrical energy? Light energy to electrical energy is nothing but photovoltaic cell. And next, what is the current flowing through an element if the charge entering the element is q equal to 10t. Okay, then I is equal to what, sir? dq by dt. dq by dt is nothing but d by dt of 10t. Okay, d by dt of 10t is nothing but 10. So answer will be 10 amperes. Next, in case of a DC generators, lap winding is suitable for, okay, lap winding is suitable for LV. Okay, remember like this, LV. Okay, so LV and high currents. Okay, so option 1 is right. And coming to the 92, question number 92, which of the below plants has the highest overall efficiency, sir? Definitely it is hydropower plant. Definitely it is hydropower plant. Let alpha be the charging angle in the electrical degrees for the fundamental flux wave of an alternator. Its pitch factor of the nth harmonic will be equal to, see, normal pitch factor Kp is equal to what, sir? Cos alpha by 2, sir. Okay, for nth harmonic it is cos n alpha by 2, sir. Okay, so option will be option 1. Next, question number 94. What would be the current equation responsible for Kirchhoff's law, sorry, current law, that is KCL, at node A for the given network? So let me take node A here. Okay, this is node A. If you observe carefully, if it is node A, this is also node A, this is also node A, this is, so this total is a node up to this point. This total is one node only, that is node A only. Okay, anyway, he is asking KCL at node A. Okay, he is asking KCL at node A. So now see, I1 entering, I2 leaving, okay, I3 leaving, and I4 entering at this node. Okay, see, I4, I5 and I6, if you observe, I4 is equal to, I5 is equal to minus I6, sir. Okay, so but see, we are taking only I4. Okay, we are not taking these values. Okay, we are just considering, because in the options these values are not given. Okay, in the options these values are not given, right? So anyway, so I1, if you observe carefully, I1 is entering, right? So minus I1. Okay, so let me call entering values are positive, leaving values are negative. Okay, I1. Okay, so as entering, I am taking positive I1. So I2 is leaving, right? So minus I2. Okay, so I3 is leaving, right? So minus I3. As I4 is entering, I am taking I4, okay, plus I4. So it is equal to 0. So that means I1 minus I2 minus I3 plus I4 equal to 0. What is the answer? Option, sir? Option 3 is right answer. And next, the synchronous capacitor is nothing but what's the synchronous condenser, sir? Synchronous condenser is nothing but, it is a under excited, sorry, not under excited, it is an over excited synchronous motor running at the no load condition. Okay, so that means what, sir? Option 3 is right. See, an over excited synchronous motor running without mechanical load. Okay, at no load or nothing but without mechanical load, right? So option 3. Next, coming to the question number 96. The current source in the network, in the given network, supplies 40 watts. Okay, power is equal to how much, sir? 40 watts, sir. So what values do the meters read? Okay, that means ammeter and voltmeter readings he is asking, sir. If you observe carefully, this is the ammeter, and the current will definitely doesn't flow through voltmeter, because it is having approximately infinite, that means very high resistance. Okay, very high resistance it will have. So the current will not take this path, because current will always take a low resistance path only, as the ammeter will have approximately zero resistance. Okay, very less value of resistance, so current definitely will take this path only. Okay, so now let us see, the 2 amperes is flowing in this way. Okay, in this direction, but see, I direction is given in this direction, I is given in this direction, in the opposite direction, right? So my ammeter will definitely carry 2 amperes, but in opposite direction. Why? Because I equal to minus 2 amperes. Okay, so I equal to minus 2 amperes, sir. Okay, so coming to the options, I equal to minus 2 amperes, in this option only we are having, so directly we can pick that answer. Okay, without calculating voltage. But if you want to calculate voltage, let us see. This voltmeter is connected across, see, positive is connected at this point and negative is connected at this point. That means what, sir? Voltmeter is connected across the my ammeter. Okay, and if you observe carefully, if I apply KVL here, what, sir? Let me take this voltage as X. Okay, then what, sir? Minus 12. Okay, minus 12 here, plus here minus, right? So 4 into minus 2, that is equal to minus 8. Okay, plus minus 8. Okay, plus X. Okay, let me take positive plus negative minus. Okay, so plus X is equal to 0. Okay, so then what, sir? minus 8 minus 12, x equal to minus 20. Okay, sorry, x minus 20. If I send this minus 20 that side, I will get plus 20. So answer will be voltmeter reading is equal to 20 volts. Okay, so option 2 is right answer. And coming to the 97, question number 97, moving iron instruments can be used to measure. Moving iron instruments, MI instruments can be used for both AC and DC. If he has asked you about MC instruments, then MC instrument is only for DC, sir. Okay, MI instruments for both AC and DC. The sole purpose of the commutator in a DC generator is, commutator will convert the AC into DC in the DC generator. Next, crust factor or the amplitude factor or the maximum factor or the peak factor, sir. Okay, everything is same, sir. Okay, of an alternating quantity is defined as the ratio of, I already told you, maximum value or the peak value by RMS value. Okay, so options are option 4 is right. Okay, next, coming to the question number 100. Okay, a steam power station has an overall efficiency, that is eta is equal to 20%, sir, that is 0.2, sir. Okay, and he has burnt 0.5 kilogram of the coal per kilowatt. Okay, for every kilowatt hour, okay, for every kilowatt hour of electrical energy generated, he is burning of 0.5 kilograms of coal. So then he asked you to calculate calorific value of the fuel. Okay, heat equivalent is given as 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 860. So what is the answer, sir? 8600. How it came? Now let us see. So efficiency is equal to, okay, heat equivalent, okay, heat equivalent by calorific value, okay, into coal burnt. Okay, calorific value into coal burnt. So if I want to calculate calorific value, I can send calorific value here and efficiency to this place. That means what's our equivalent value by efficiency into coal burnt, right? Okay, so calorific value is equal to what? Heat equivalent, okay, heat equivalent by coal burnt into efficiency, right? So it is equal to what, sir? Heat equivalent is 860, sir, by coal burnt is 0.5 kg into efficiency is 0.2. That means what, sir? 860 by 0.10. So that is nothing but 0.1. 860 by 0.1 is nothing but 8600 kilocalorie per kilogram. Okay, so answer is 8600 kilocalorie per kilogram. Okay, so by this I would like to wind up the session, and if you have any doubts, you just comment in the comment box and I will definitely respond to your comments. Thank you all. Please subscribe my channel and please like, share and comment.